Welcome, everybody, to Global Asia Initiative's new series entitled Conversations with Scholars that will begin this summer, 2022. I am Prasenjit Dwara, Director of Global Asia Initiative at Duke University. I'm very pleased that Global Asia Initiative has begun this new video series entitled Conversations with Scholars. First, a word about GAI, which is how we abbreviate Global Asia Initiative. Launched in 2015, Global Asia Initiative was designed to initiate research and scholarly exchange on two topics that I felt were very, very central to our concerns. The first was to expand the area studies tendency to confine research on Asia, not only to the region, but to a particular nation or to a particular country or culture within Asia. In this context, GAI scholarship was designed to reveal the relevance of transregional connections, circulations, communications between Asian societies and also beyond. And whether this took place, under the circumstances or the auspices of the Cold War or later in the post-Cold War era. GAI leadership was also very important as a founding member, and GAI also became a hub for Social Science Research Council's Inter-Asia Research Project, which facilitated and developed the Inter-Asia idea, Global Asia idea, for over 10 years internationally. Now, not only do circulatory and connected studies open up new avenues of research that would transform confined, or what I like to call tunneled, national histories and contemporary accounts, it also urged the exploration of sources and solutions to many of the world, or I should say planet's problems through transnational collaboration. So the second goal of GAI is to explore precisely one of these very deeply rooted global problems, which no country can solve by itself. And I'm referring, of course, to environment and climate change. Indeed, over the last 7 years of GAI at Duke, environmental humanities and sustainability has been the chief subject developed with dozens of workshops and seminars devoted to the subject, and papers, I should add, particularly across Asia. Just to give you our latest example, we have been organizing workshops on the hydrocycles and human societies and we are now planning a session on terrestrial histories in the hydrosphere. The project explores how societies are shaped by water from the depths of the oceans and dams vertically to the clouds and includes all kinds of wetness in between these two spaces. And also how these waters have come to represent the greatest threat of the Anthropocene, right? Now to come to our new series, Conversations with Scholars. Conversations with Scholars represents an effort to expand GAI's online collection and archive in trans-regional Asia and the Anthropocene, particularly from a historical perspective. This effort to interview the leading scholars in the two areas is the brainchild of Dr. Yuan Julian Chen, who joined the Global Asia Initiative and Duke's Franklin Humanities Institute as a postdoctoral fellow in 2021. Dr. Chen received her PhD from Yale University, where she worked on the capital city of the Sung dynasty in China, that is the city of Kaifeng. The study is an excellent environmental history of how this biggest city, perhaps in the world, from the 10th to the 12th centuries, resourced its needs from the materials of everyday consumption, whether it be food, clothes, fuel, water, to all the way to security imperatives of the empire. And she also shows how the resourcing of needs would come across empires from other places beyond the empire. Given as well her interest then in global history, she is in an excellent position to interview these important scholars of our time. So on to you, Yuan. Thank you.
Thank you, President Jeet, for your very generous introduction. As you have just introduced, the Global Asia Initiative at Duke University provides a unique platform to support dialogues and developments in transnational Asian studies. The initiative looks beyond national borders. We seek to understand cross-border circulations, connections, and communications of human and non-human actors across the Asia continent. In the summer of 2022, the initiative launches its new project, Global Asia, Conversation with Scholars, to foster the conversation between scholars working on different geographical regions, different time periods, and different disciplines. We thank the Franklin Humanities Institute and the John Hope Franklin Center for co-sponsoring this project. Global Asia, Conversation with Scholars invites scholars of Asian studies and transnational history to our platform to introduce their research. We are going to discuss present issues facing human society and our shared planetary future. Guests of this project range from historians to scientists, and their research expertise spans Asia and beyond. The series has a particular focus on environment and society in Asia, but we also welcome other TransAsia themes. Welcome to Global Asia, Conversation with Scholars. This is Yuan Julian Chen at Duke University, the Global Asia Initiative. Thank you.